Hi, and again, I'm Holly, and this is LAS Exploring at Ottawa. I'm going to talk to you about your week 3 assignment. You're going to love it. It's going to be so you, and you're just going to learn a lot about yourself. And it's going to cover the 4 areas of liberal arts study and how you can improve yourself. So let's go through what it is. It sounds like a real in-depth paper. It is, but you're going to love it. So don't worry, don't stress about it. If you are stressing, call me, 480-241-3450. Again, 480-241-3450. Okay, so just like every college assignment you hand in, you need a cover page, no matter what. Running head and a page number, right? Got that. Now you need to figure out a title. Remember, this paper is about the liberal arts and you and critical thinking. So have a fun, exciting title that'll excite me and it'll excite you and it'll excite, give it to your parents, give it to any of your relationships, give it to work. It's so good. Have a good title. You'll own it and you'll want to work on it when it's your own title. Okay, so you can write this paper in 2 ways, way A or way B, all right? Way A has 5 sections and way 4 has 4 areas, all right? 5 sections of 4 areas. Okay, the 5-section paper, you're going to have an intro, 5 body paragraphs, and a conclusion and your references. Okay, so what are those 5 areas? 5 sections. I'm going to call them sections. So the sections are: 1, you're going to have a paragraph about your strength in each of the 4 areas: art, social, science, and values. 2 section, learning styles in the areas of the 4: arts, science, social, and values. 3, where do you need improvements? In what areas? In your learning styles or in your strengths? In arts, social, science, and values. Okay? The 4th one is, how do you plan to develop and take classes, or have you taken classes in these 4 areas? So you're going to relate the classes you've taken or the classes you are going to take to the 4 areas. Okay, so art. This class is good for the arts, it's good for knowing yourself, and it is good for your values. So it covers 3 areas. What about biology? Biology is mostly science. There you go. So you're going to talk about how your classes relate to the 4 areas of liberal arts. And the last paragraph, or not last paragraph, but the last one in the section is your values, your interests, your work experience, your talents, and your interests. Forget I said that word value. It's going to be your experiences, talents, and interests related to each. What are your experiences in art, your talents, your interests? What are your experience, talents, and interests in science? What is your experience, talents, and interests in social? What is your experience, talents, and interests in your values? So that's basically the paper, and that also is a thesis statement. How is that paper B? Either one, you can turn in A or you can turn in B. You don't have to turn in 2 papers. How is B going to be organized? B is going to be organized in the 4 areas of liberal arts, okay? So we have art, and then how are you going to relate it to the sections? You're going to say, this paragraph is going to be about the arts and my strength, my learning style in the arts, if it is good or if it's bad, what I need to improve, my strength, what kind of weaknesses I have in the arts, what kind of weakness and learning style in the arts. Is going to be, how can you develop your classes? What ones do you need in the arts? And so you would be talking about, exploring is in this first paragraph. It'll be in the 2nd paragraph, and it'll be in the 4th paragraph, but it won't be in the facts. So that's a little side thing. And then also your work experience, talents, and art and interest in the arts. Your 2nd paragraph in the area 1, again, is what is the area? Social. You're going to talk about your strength. You're going to talk about your learning style in the social. You're going to talk about what areas you can improve your learning style and your characteristic strength in social. You're going to talk about how your classes relate to social. Well, if you take dance, that's very social. You're also going to talk about your work experiences, your talents, and your interests in social. Your third paragraph is going to be about the sciences. So you're going to talk about your strengths in the sciences. You're going to talk about your learning style, learning the sciences. You're going to talk about what you need to improve, your weaknesses in the sciences. You're going to talk about how you plan your classes in the sciences. You're going to talk about your work experience, talents, and interests in the sciences. And your fourth paragraph is going to be in values. This one is really important to yourself. I love talking about my values. So anyway, so you're going to talk about this. The fourth area has 5 sections, 5 sentences. You're going to have at least a sentence on your strengths, a sentence on your learning style and your values comparing what you need to improve on your values, how you develop your classes for your values, and this class is one of them that will talk about your values. For ethics, when you take business ethics, that's values. And then you're going to talk about your work experiences, your talents, and your interests according to your values. So that is your paper. Paper A, you can split paper B. But no matter what, you got to have it organized. Okay, your paper is going to be basically organized in 2 big papers. One paper, but they're going to have the same organization, just like every other college paper you have. You got to have that intro. Well, first you have a cover page, you have a creative title, and then you have an intro. Make sure your intro starts with a very good hook so that your readers, besides me, are going to be interested in it. Then have at least 2 to 5 sentences about the liberal arts and about these areas, these sections that you got to talk about. Then you're going to have a thesis, and the thesis will definitely state how your paper is divided. It'll state either my paper is going to be about my strengths in the 4 areas, the strengths, my learning style, where I need to improve, my classes, and my experiences in the 4 areas. Remember, each of the 4 areas have to be in each one of those paragraphs. Your thesis for the area paper is going to state, this paper will be about the 4 areas of liberal arts. Boy, I just had a brain start there. So, okay, so it's going to be in the arts. The paper will be discussing the arts, the social, the sciences, and the values, according to my strengths, my learning style, where I need to improve, my classes, and my work experiences. Okay, that's a thesis. That is the last line. No matter what you do, that's the last line in the intro. Okay? Now, you're going to have either 4 areas. You can have titles, bolded, art, social, science, values, or you can have 5 sections bolded, 5 paragraphs. What are they? Your strengths, your learning styles, needs improvements, classes, and your work experience, talents. Okay? So after you get through those 4 or 5, depending on how you organize it, your last paragraph is your conclusion, your need or summary. You need to write the thesis backwards, which doesn't mean you take all the words and write them backwards. No, it means it says the paper discussed, and then you name the 5 areas backwards. So it would be values, science, social, arts, or how you did the sections, okay? And then the middle sentences of a conclusion are always your main points of each of the paragraphs ahead of it, and your last statement, make it cheesy. Make it something so memorable like, just do it, or I hit all of them, or something, I don't know. Make it creative, make it fun, make it cheesy. Then you're going to have 2 references, peer-reviewed from Ottawa's library, definitely in the right APA format. If you don't know it, look at the LibGuides. There are so many ways to get help on, go to OWL, Purdue, to learn APA. Also have at least 2 sites throughout this whole paper. And that is it. You're going to turn it in, and it's going to be the best paper of your life. Thank you.